Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Ljs Garage. I'm excited for this one, and I know once you see this car, which you've already seen the car in the thumbnail, you're gonna be like, why? Why, LJ? What does this little blue peppy car have to do with anything? Well, I don't know. There's just something about this. So I'm sitting in a 2017 Fiat 500c Abarth, and we're talking about the little tuning company that took a regular little like 100 horsepower Fiat 500 and made it into a 160 horsepower fun little peppy zippy mobile. And for some reason it just has so much like spirit and funness to it that it makes me smile. There's no other way to put it. That's just what it is. So let's start off with the specs. 4-cylinder that makes 160 horsepower and just about 170 foot-pounds of torque. It'll do 0 to 60 in about 7-ish seconds, which is honestly amazing. You would never think a 500 would be this cool and have so much swag. I don't know if people still say that, but this car just has that. And on top of that, this one is a convertible. I do wish this was a manual. They used to come in a manual or an automatic, and this one unfortunately is the automatic, but nonetheless it is a fun car. And like I said, a convertible. Let's pop this thing open. Oh, that's bright. Oh, that's bright. Oh man, look at that. That's so cool. I love that. We'll close that up for now. That's just so awesome. And yeah, but take a look at it. Just admire the outside with me. It's got so much fun, spirit, joy. I mean, it's even got a little turbo boost gauge. I mean, I know it's just a Fiat 500. It's funny, I put this car in reverse and I was looking for a backup camera. That's how far technology has come, and this doesn't have a backup camera, but I mean, you don't really need one. I laugh because it only weighs about 2,600 pounds, somewhere in that region, and it'll do the quarter mile in just around 15 seconds. And that might not seem like a lot to most people, but it's pretty impressive. Anyways, let me show you guys around. And I'm gonna show you why I think this is cool and some of the random things that maybe you didn't know about the Fiat 500 Abarth. And I wish this was a Gucci edition, because the Gucci edition Fiat, that's next level, that's top tier. But anyways, let's talk about the outside first. All right, so believe it or not, this thing's only like 12 feet long. It's really not that big. So what I'm saying is if you have a truck, you could put it in the back of like an 8-foot bed with the tailgate down, and you probably squeeze this in there. But anyways, just look at the peppy little headlights, the Abarth mean scorpion badge. You got these little tiny baby wheels over here. Look at them. But they are Pirellis, so you can't say that you don't have enough stickiness when it comes to performance. You got plenty. You got your little Abarth stripe on the side, and I love that decal right there. That's just cool. On your wheels, you're also going to notice that you got a little scorpion as well. He sits right there hanging out. Red calipers. I mean, look at this. You just can't hate this. I guess you really could, but on the back end, you're going to have these weird little quirky Fiat 500 taillights. You're going to have dual exhaust tips, which is nice. And then on top of that, let's pop this trunk and show you guys what you get in here. It's not really a whole lot to talk about, but look how this folds out. If you remember the old Beetles, you would think that this was where the motor would be. That'd be kind of cool, but you do get a little bit of trunk space. Nothing too crazy. And those are back seats. You're correct. If you were thinking, what the heck, LJ? Well, don't worry. I am going to try to get in them. Don't you worry about that. But just look at it. Look at it. And I know I say that expression a lot, just look at it. But really, what is this thing? I'm one of the weirdos in the world that likes hot hatchbacks, and I would think that, I don't know, this blue color just looks so cool. I mean, that black accents, all of it just works. All of it works. And if you want to buy this thing, special shout out to Voss Toyota over here in Beaver Creek, Ohio, which is in the Dayton area. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of that. Be sure to stop in and ask for Morgan. He's the one who actually pointed me to this thing, told me it came in, and I ran at every opportunity to film. If you want to open the hood, look at that. Got that little red latch. That just screams performance. Take a look at the seats. Very nice. You even got your little armrest right there. And they do come down. And they are a nice little suede-ish Alcantara type feel. This interior is very unique. There's not a lot of cars that have shiny blue panels on the inside that actually matches the exterior. So there's a lot to love or hate depending on who you are. So let's say you do want to go in the back seat. You pull this little lever right here. Seat slides forward. I'll go ahead and squeeze my tuchus in here. Ugh. And you can see this seat. There's no way I'm sitting behind that. All right, so I had to cut the footage because I couldn't even get my leg behind this one, but let me see if I can get a little bit more room. All right, so I'll put this to where I have a little bit of leg room, and this person would be like all up in my my lap crotch. But look at that. That's not a lot of room. I'll show you what I'm working with. Yeah, snug as a bug in a rug. It's tight, very tight back here. So if your friends do need to come back here, they can. They're gonna hate you. And if anyone is taller than me, 5'9", you're not coming back here. I'm sorry. If you fit someone 6 foot tall back here, send me a picture. I wanna see it. So I went ahead and I gave up on this back seat. I'm sitting in here and I'm not squishing myself behind there. But I mean, overall, the back seats aren't the place where magic is gonna happen. As far as engine bay goes, you got your Scorpion cover, and this is how you fit an inline 4 into such a small car. You cram everything in there. But honestly, it really looks pretty good. I mean, if someone popped the hood on me with this thing, I'd be like, oh man, what am I getting into? I really, really, really wish this was a manual, but that's okay. If you do have a manual one and you're in this Ohio area, let me know. Maybe we can set something up. Got your little glove box here. You got your little 500c badge. I kind of like that a lot. But then you got these nice little plastics and all that good stuff. This is your automatic shifter right there, your window controls. You're gonna have all your climate controls scattered through here, and look at that, you even have little heated seats, but you only have on or off. There's no settings for your heated seats, so good luck. If you like your buns a little bit more toasted, you just gotta deal with what you get. Before I go ahead and turn this on, look at this key. You got your lock, your unlock, and your trunk release, and your little switchblade key. You guys remember these keys from back in the day? This is a 2017. Seems like forever ago that we had little switchblade keys like that. Go ahead and, oh, listen to her purr. She purrs very nice. So we'll go ahead and walk you through a couple more things. So at the front end here, so you got your little screen right here, and it is all digital, so that's pretty nice. You got your little boost gauge right here. So if you give it a little rev, you can see that pops up and down. So that's a nice little touch there. Makes you feel like a race car driver or a street racer, one of them Fast and Furious types. And then if you go to the middle menu, this is where you can kind of control everything from here. It's kind of a weird place to have your little buttons, if you can see them over here. So you can click on menu, you go up and down, buzzer volume, audio repetition. There's not really much that you can do in this thing. So we'll go back to here, you can go to your dimmer. That's pretty handy, I guess. But otherwise, yeah, I like it though. All the important information is right there. You're gonna have a sport button right here. When you push that sport button, ooh, look, your little boost gauge lights up. Let me do that again for you guys. Off, on. That's just what's up. And then on this side, you got your defroster. But otherwise, this is your tiny little infotainment system, which is more of just a radio controller. It's hardly an infotainment system. But you go into your media, no devices connected, radio, bam, compass, you got that. And if you've been in any Fiat Chrysler products, you know that this is very familiar. They have these, kind of looks like the ones from the Dart. You can go into more, 84 degrees. Oh, geez, that's toasty today. I didn't think it was gonna get that hot. No wonder I'm sweating. But otherwise, yeah, there's not much to dive into in that. Very basic, very simple, to the point. Like I said, climate vents down there, your shifter. Coming down here, you got your little cup holders, your aux port right there, and your USB. Straight to the point. Your emergency brake is going to be right there. And yeah, no center console, but your rear occupants do have a little bit more cup holders if they need them, but you're not putting anybody back there. Maybe I'll put my brother back there. I don't really like that guy. I feel at home in this. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just because I've been so excited about one of these for so long, or if I really, truly, actually just need one in my life. So, you know, gas prices are kind of high right now. I don't know if you've noticed. So this might be the time to get one of these. But let's give it a little bit of gas. You guys hear that? This is all fun and games. I'm gonna put this sucker in sport. Okay. Transmission shifted a little bit. Okay. Ooh. Alright, okay. She peppy. She got a little fight in her. Handling is, I mean, it's really easy to make this a great handling little car when all you really have to do is just, I mean, where you turn the wheels is where this thing goes. And it turns heads. A lot of people seem to like this color. Maybe it's the sound. You guys, I hope you guys can hear that. Crack this window a little. No, that's wind noise. Man, I want you guys to be able to hear that. It's punchy. I mean, I'm not ever gonna sit here and be like, this is the most thrilling thing ever, but power to weight wise, it's got what it takes. Ooh, couple backfires, couple pops and bangs. Surprisingly quick automatic. I will say that. I'll give it those points. As I'm sitting here in the traffic, I mean, the one thing I'll say that's nice is it's comfortable in here. The suspension will probably be a little rough for new buyers who are not familiar with sports cars. And I use sports cars in quotes because this is a sports car of a different variety. So it's loosely a sports car. And I'm sure I'm going to get toasted for saying that this is a sports car. But it really is, in my definition. And the best thing about it is you can illegal U-turns. I mean, you can make U-turns wherever you need to. And just... it's such a pure exhaust note. You know, it's not very ricer. It actually sounds, I hate to say this, it sounds better than a lot of modern cars do with fake audio and everything. I haven't heard a 4-cylinder sound actually really good in a long time, but I think it's because it's an inline 4, not a 4-cylinder like in the V alignment. So, I mean, it might make a difference there. It's just kind of how BMW does it with the inline 6s. Those get like a very nice deep tone, and I feel like this has just that. In its own way. There is a good bit of turbo lag in this, as expected. I don't have high hopes for this coming into it. I knew exactly what it was, and you know, I'm impressed. I think this delivers, and new, probably not the best bang for your buck, but used, yeah. Especially if you want something that you could drive in the city, park wherever, not have to worry about a whole lot of things. This is that. And I mean, just the handling alone is fun. It's like I said, it's athletic. Make some turns, enjoy this front wheel driveness. And the best part is you're probably not going to run into another one because they are very hard to find. I've only ever seen like 2 before this one. And most people that have them just kind of keep them. They just hang on to them and keep them as a backup car and all that good stuff. So yeah, anyways, thank you guys for checking out yet another video. This one was all for me because I love this car. I think it's super cool. So let me know what you think. Otherwise, be sure to stay tuned, hit that subscribe button, like button, all that good stuff, and let me know how you feel about the Fiat 500 Abarth.